The Game Changers movie is now available on Netflix, and I thought I'd leave this quick review for those of you who are wondering if you should watch it or not. And I'm just going to give you the facts. I'm going to tell you it straight, and then you can make up your own decision. But I really suggest, whether you are a complete skeptic, whether you know what this film is about, check it out because it will shock you. The Game Changers follows MMA fighter James Wilks, and he goes on this journey of basically understanding that most of what he was taught as an elite athlete was a lie. He gets a serious injury and then has nothing else to do except for research and study. And he finds that what a lot of the top athletes in the world have done recently is actually shifted to plant based diets. And the film basically tracks his journey to really understanding what is the science behind this. So he goes and meets with great scientists, he goes and meets with a lot of top athletes. And I'm someone whose steak used to be my favorite food. And so this idea that we don't need animal proteins is a big game changer for a lot of people. And the film really breaks things down. Now it's rated 8.5 out of 10 on IMDB, so that is a very high rating. People are really loving this movie, and I took some of my team out to see this movie. I took 6 members from our team, from our business, out to see this movie. And a lot of them eat meat, some of them eat fish. They were shocked by what they saw in this movie. Now, in terms of what actually the film is, it has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Arnold Schwarzenegger was always one of my biggest idols. And as a lot of you know, he won so many awards for bodybuilding, and he used to eat 3 chickens a day easily. He was constantly consuming all animal products because that's what we got taught. And in this movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger says that that is not true. He says you don't need to eat meat. And he believes that that is now a marketing campaign that was put out there by the meat industry. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, Mr. Olympia, is saying we don't need to eat meat to get strong. And then there's some amazing, incredible athletes in there. There's a guy called Patrick Baboumian, who is one of the world's strongest men. He is built like an ox. And someone asks him, they say, how did you get to be as strong as an ox without eating meat? He hasn't eaten meat in over 10 years. And he said, have you ever seen an ox eating meat? And it goes on to talk about how a lot of the world's strongest creatures, gorillas and oxes and horses, they just eat plants. And that's where they get their protein from. They talk in the movie about how all protein comes from plants. And this is completely mind-blowing for most people, right? Because we see these huge, ripped athletes who are so strong, and they've been promoting this animal product diet because that's what they were taught. And this is completely changing things. There's an 8-time US national cycling champion called Dotsie Bausch. She is vegan, plant-based. There is a world record heavyweight title boxer called Bryant Jennings. Lewis Hamilton has switched to a plant-based diet. The Formula One world champion, 5-time Formula One world champion, is plant-based. There's an ultra marathon runner called Scott Jurek. There is an amazing 400-meter champion, 2-time Australian champion Morgan Mitchell. There's surfers. And one of the great things I think this movie does is there's a lot of doctors in there. There's a lot of scientists who come and they share their piece now. Obviously, this is controversial. This is a topic that is very heated, and there's a lot to it. So you will have to go and see the science for yourself. Like, look at what they say, and don't trust what they say. Go and do your own research. This film is a great invitation to go and find out what your own truth is, and understand where you fit into this new view. Maybe for you, you totally disagree and you're going to keep eating animal products. That's totally cool. Maybe for you, you're going to watch this movie and it's going to just make you question it, and you're going to start looking into the origins and the energy of your food. And maybe you'll look at some of the reports and things that they show you, and maybe you'll decide to switch to a plant-based diet. What was really interesting about this movie in particular is that so many of the world's top athletes, American football players, tennis players, like they're switching to plant-based diets because they say it makes them stronger, gives them more endurance, and helps them recover faster. That's pretty crazy. So that's a very short review for you on the Game Changers movie, out on Netflix now, so you can go check it out. Let me know in the comments how you find the movie. I'm actually going to sit down and watch it with my wife, who hasn't seen it before. We're going to do a review together, and I'll be sharing some footage from the movie on there too. So I just wanted to keep this really short. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Game Changers movie. Let me know if you already are eating mainly a plant-based diet. Let me know if you are not interested in that. Like, where are you at? What did the movie change your perception? Did it make you think about things in a different way, or do you completely disagree with it? Like, I'm really, really interested to hear what you have to say. Comment below, and make sure, if you like this, I'm going to be posting a lot more movie reviews, and I'm going to be sharing a lot about these kind of documentaries. I think it's important to expand, to try new things, to open ourselves to new perspectives. So I'm going to be doing some more of those reviews. So if you want to follow and subscribe, then you'll be able to see those too. All right, go watch the Game Changers. Sit down, maybe invite your family. It could be really great. Get some friends around, watch it together, and have a healthy debate. I would really, really recommend that. So go watch the Game Changers movie and let me know what you think of it.